stories talking about upregulating their metabolism without actually understanding what metabolism is. So on that point of, you know, BCAAs and fasted cardio, people are like, oh, you know, I want to be in this catabolic environment, preferentially to fat tissue, because we're going to upregulate that somehow, but be anti-catabolic or even anabolic to muscle tissue. So you've selected that, which outside of like drugs, you're not really going to be able to do. But then they talk about, I need to build my metabolism, you know, like people coming out of a severe diet after competition prep and stuff, and they're like, I need to build my metabolism. What are your thoughts on building your metabolism and what that actually means?
Yeah, so like metabolism, like it's in its broadest terms, is like the sum of all the chemical reactions in the body. But like generally what people are referring to when they say I want to increase my metabolism is actually become more catabolic, because it's the catabolic processes that are leading to the breakdown of all that energy for whatever purpose that it's being used for. So like if you're just coming out of a show prep, why are you looking to increase the catabolic environment that you're in when you've already been in a catabolic state for the last 16, 20, 30 weeks? If anything, we would want to become a little bit more anabolic.
Yeah, exactly. So like, but like it is kind of to and fro. Like it's one of those.
People just don't really know what they're saying.
Yeah, what they're saying.
Trying to say.
But like most people think of it, they're like, I want to increase my metabolism, but what they really want to do is increase their calories without gaining fat.
Yes.
Which is possible to an extent, but all they're really doing, especially coming out of a competition prep, is re-regulating, we'll call it that, upregulating certain hormones, so their NEAT and other stuff like that goes back up, so they actually start moving around again. Like you see, like even you don't really feel the effects of dieting too much. Like you actually feel kind of better when you're dieting. Absolutely. But even you still, you probably notice there's a bit of a downtick in your non-exercise activity, thermogenesis. Like you're like, I'll drive, whereas normally you'd walk, or you go, I'm going to park really close to the
You'll
shop.
consciously try to do it the other way. You consciously try to walk and move more, but you don't.
Normally you're moving around like we're doing, and then you're like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch some TV. You know, everything goes down. So people are like, oh, I'm gonna upregulate my metabolism, and all you've actually done is like feed the body the fuel that it needs, that it wants to actually move around in its normal state. So upregulating metabolism doesn't really make a huge amount of sense.
It's almost used in this like nearly cryptic term. It's like
marketing.
Yeah, it's like I'm increasing my metabolism, and it's like, whoa, it's like all these little secret things that are going on, when in fact it's generally the controllable variables that are at play. So like you said, non-exercise activity, thermogenesis, like sure, your body wants you to stop moving, but you're still in control. You can still increase your activity, and it's the same with food. You know, if you're increasing your metabolism by eating more calories, it's that external controllable variable that has done that. So it's not always this magic like pathway that people think they'll never understand, so they just have to trust, you know, the magic coach or whatever.